And welcome to STV Breaking Dawn. It is Thursday, so it's first actually. We are live on STV Breaking Dawn on Facebook. So we have to say good morning going out to the social media family. You could also check us out on YouTube and Instagram to get inside of the zone. My name is Mr. Voice, and of course I'm here with my incomparable friend and host as well, Stephan. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good man. What's going on?
Hi there, normal.
Nice man.
Everything is everything.
So it is Thursday morning. Imagine we're almost to the end of a week, but we're at the start of a new month.
Imagine that February only had 1 week in it.
March start, you know.
Yeah.
March start.
Yeah.
March, April, May, June.
It's right.
March, April, May, June. 3 months and a half.
Yeah, 3 months and a half.
3.5 months from the Breaking Dawn Cooler Cruise.
Nice.
All look out for that. Breaking Dawn Cooler Cruise is on June 17th.
Nice.
And you'll get more information about that soon enough. All right? I want to let you guys know as we get ready to start this morning, a little bit later on this evening, I just want to, with the cold truth and the content of the cold truth this afternoon, a lot of people have been asking what's going on with the BCM. So I'll let you know that the BCM and all the activities going on with it, good, bad or indifferent, everything is going to be put out there this afternoon on the cold truth. And they're starting from 4 p.m. this afternoon, not 4:45. From 4 p.m. to 5:45. It's going to be an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
And it's all about the Black Caucus movement and what's going on with that because people have been asking about that. All right, so you can tune in at 4 p.m. this afternoon.
Beautiful.
In the meantime, we had a lot of things happening yesterday in Trinidad and Tobago.
And I also have some congratulations before we get into the heat of things. Goes out to Errol Fabian. He's 30 years drug-free today. And that I consider to be a milestone. I watched this man go from...
Errol was on drugs?
What do you mean Errol was on drugs? Yes.
Errol, right?
Errol was on drugs.
Okay, go on.
And that is when it is he got into... He rehabilitated. And then no one wanted to touch him until courts did. And he was really funny man with himself and his brother. And then everything from that was just a snowball into Gael and everything. So I got to say congratulations going on to him because I worked with the brother. And... it is a true inspiration to see someone go from zero to hero in a flash. And 30 years is a milestone. That is a daily battle. Drugs, alcohol, anything like that, it's a daily battle. And even for those who go through abuse and everything like that, it's also a daily battle. So for those of you all who have overcome something, we say kudos and congratulations goes out to you and to continue that trend. Yeah,
well, a big part of that, I know a lot of people pass through rehab and stuff. One, you got to make up your mind to go.
That's right.
You have to make up your mind that you want to end it. And then two, when you come out, right, the last place you want to end up is back in that environment.
That's true.
Right?
So there's some people that you literally have to cut off. People that at that point in time, they were considered to be your bosom buddies because they were in the same thing that you were in too. Yeah.
And just on that note, you know, as you mentioned that, there was there was a lady named Marilyn. Now, anybody who lives in St. James all remember Marilyn, right? Marilyn was on drugs from ever since I knew her back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? You always know Marilyn walking the main road and Marilyn was on cocaine and so on and so forth. And we used to talk and we used to say, boy, you know, Marilyn, people used to say Marilyn used to be our model a long time. And then we said, well, she used to be our model. She used to be one of the most beautiful people, beautiful woman. And we saw this woman come to her. And she up and down the main road, up and down the main road, up and down the main road. And she was on drugs, you know. And she had get on, she real horrible.
Gosh.
And all of a sudden, I didn't see Marilyn again on the main road. And then I heard she was in rehabilitation and stuff. And Marilyn came out and was looking, she had recovered. She was looking real decent.
Yeah.
They said, boy, you must have passed Marilyn about 3 times on the main road and you didn't know.
I didn't even know. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I come to hear now that she going back on the drugs now. And going back, you know, start to deteriorate again. And part of the reason for that is because you cannot put people like that back into that environment.
Truth.
Because the parasites
that dwell.
Yeah.
They're around. And it takes just one simple thing.
Once you get one taste of that, you could come off of that and you get one taste, you're going back on it, you know.
Yeah. And you believe they have to be so, if it's drugs, they have to be so vigilant. Something as simple as Panadol could get you started back
so, you know what I mean?
On the wrong road, and sorry, you know.
But you know, shame on the fellas, shame on the people now. I want to say fellas, but shame on the people that get her back into that now, because anybody who could recover from what she recovered from should be encouraged not to get back into that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shouldn't capitalize on somebody's weakness. That's bad.
That's very, very bad.
But God will deal with that and those in time to come.
Comes. Indeed.
Right? And that's the funny thing with cocaine. I remember I asked a group of addicts at the time. I said, well, let's keep all you on this thing, boy. They said, and all of them had almost the same response.
Yeah.
They're looking for the first head.
The first head, yeah.
The first high. That first high.
That first high is what it is.
It's what they're always searching for, you know. And you don't ever find back, you don't ever get back that first high.
Yeah.
So you always looking for the right ball, or whatever the case might be, to recapture that first high.
Yeah.
It don't work so.
That first feeling.
All right.
That's what's up to you.
So I tell you what, front page of Newsday this morning, like Voice said, good morning to everybody regionally and internationally. Those of you on the live stream, I have not logged into the live stream just yet. I'm about to do so. We would like to get as much participation as possible from the general public this morning. Petrotrin senior managers quit. All right. And police warn of emerging trend by predators, girls drugged and raped. Right? We don't talking about drugs there, you know. Well, this is a different kind of drug, eh? Man jailed for sex with a girl, a 12-year-old girl. Stay away from jailbaits or young people who claim to be older than they are, since sex with a minor, consensual or not, will attract a jail term. Justice Gillian Lucky gave this warning when she sentenced a 29-year-old man to 2 years in prison for having sex with a 12-year-old girl in 2009. Randy Williams was 20 at the time. Wait. Oh, he was 20 at the time and the girl was 12. Yeah. Because, yeah, no saying, but if he minus 9 years, that's not if the 12 are minus 9 years too. Anyway, right. Randy Williams was 20 at the time when he had sex with a primary school pupil sometime between February 28th and April 1st. He was before Justice Lucky on a single indictment of having sexual intercourse with a female under 14. He believed the girl was between 15 or 16, since that was what she told him. She also admitted she was pretending to be older than she was. And Lucky advised all young people, both male and female, since according to her, sexual offences legislation is not gender biased, they must accept to take on the high level of responsibility required when in a sexual relationship. Now, funny enough, yesterday we spoke about a situation that I told you, two retired teachers. A retired teacher was telling me about when I went out to the Monroe Government Primary.
Right. Yes.
About a girl at a school that one of them were employed at, who ended up in the principal office with a particular situation. And when the mother came in and the mother started to rile up, the little girl turned on the mother and started to be the mother. And everybody said, well, the girl thinks there's this and the other. And come to realize after he had conversation with her and made her, you know, she was comfortable talking to him, that she was being sexually abused by her stepfather. And apparently she was telling the mother about it and the mother wasn't taking it on.
Right.
And he mentioned to me at the time, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, that the girl was well developed. And he said that, God, wait a solid with me this morning. He said that when you see a 12-year-old girl, well developed, like that, you must ask questions.
Okay.
Because most likely, it could have some level of sexual activity taking place. The kind of development he saw.
Right.
Because a 12-year-old looking like a 16 or 17-year-old.
Okay.
You understand? Now, in terms of development with young girls, I mean, I don't know, you have girls, right?
I beg to differ because there are some young children that develop early.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with
sexual activity.
No, because my daughter, she's 13 years old, and if you see her, you would never think she's 13 when she's dressed.
Right. I think what his point was...
Which is why it is I have something underneath my pillow and buried already and waiting.
Right.
So I just say it.
But I think
just
his point...
putting that out there just in case anybody...
I think his point was, when you see that, you know, as a teacher then, you should have a conversation and ask a question or two, because...
If the child is acting out.
Well, probably, maybe in terms
I
of...
think if you're seeing the child acting out in any form or fashion, you should always question. At the end of the day, it's always good as teachers... You always have that instinct inside of you. It's like being a parent, even if you don't have children. But once you're around children and you're working with children, you develop that instinct. And sometimes you would be speaking to a child, and a child would be one way, and you would know their ups and downs, and you would know the variations and the differences. And that in turn will make you want to now engage that child. You would know that, okay, I need to speak to this child, need to coax them in a form or fashion to get them to speak to me, get close to them. And that is where it is. I always say, if an adult abuses a child, it peeves me so much, because what happens is it's just abuse of the child, and it's abuse of trust. It's an abuse of trust, because a child trusts adults.
But in this case now, where you have a 12-year-old saying she's older than she really is. Yeah, man, you're a big man, you're 20 years old. No, it has some trainers that really are one there. You know what I mean?
That's right.
They're really looking older, and you might get catch. You understand? So you have to be careful out there. You have to be careful out there, because you're going to make her 2 years jail now.
Yeah, no man.
Because you're thirsty.
My thing is,
plain and simple, you're thirsty, man.
Shouldn't the young girl also be reprimanded because she's walking around actually lying?
Well, this is 9 years down the road, so she's 21 now.
She's 12 years old.
Yeah.
And she's getting into sexual activities already. She enough to say that, she could dupe somebody into thinking she's older than 12.
Older than 12. Another girls drugged and raped. Police have noted a new trend developing in this country, where predators, in order to avoid detection and prosecution, are resorting to drugging minors who are then raped. In some cases, the rape leads to a pregnancy that the child or teen cannot explain to her parents and the police. This has led the police to issue new warnings to young girls and their parents to be extra vigilant. And you have to be.
And that shouldn't be new warnings. That should just be warnings.
Yeah.
That should be across the board. That's supposed to be happening all the time. You're supposed to be making sure that all your children and they are safe. And you're supposed to have some guidelines of this too as well. Parents, don't be afraid to go online, find out certain things if you don't know how to speak to your children.
That's right. Citrus villagers still on the edge. I got a call from a guy yesterday when we came off the air. He said that all the houses that collapsed, all the people are family.
It's family, yeah.
One is his sister, the next one is his sister, and the next one is
somebody.
And then the sister's daughter and their family, and it's a whole family, you know. It's all 4 houses, and she said, he told me, he said it's not squatters.
It's not squatting land,
Right? These are people that have been there for a very long time. They have deed for the land, everything. And this is crazy, man. We're going to get to that in just a little bit. XPNM recalls landslide horror. We'll get to that just now. Sando mayor wants foreigner street names changed. What? San Fernando Mayor Junior Regrello is calling for the renaming of streets in the southern city which glorify people who committed crimes against humanity hundreds of years ago. Okay.
That is beautiful. I could live with that. Thank you very much. Why do we sensationalize these people and they who enslaved people, murdered people, killed people, and we have streets named after them, towns and countries? Nah, man, I like that. State to pay
$0.4 million or $400,000 to 8 men. Right? That's 8 men that were detained under the state of emergency in 2011. So the state paying for that. Thanks a lot for that, PP. Murder in Mova. Magistrates and just now, murder in Mova, and then the next time, magistrate schools police don't be so thin-skinned. A San Fernando magistrate yesterday said, while the police have a job to do in dealing with lawlessness, in the country, they must not be so sensitive to comments sometimes thrown at them by members of the public. Man on bond for touching woman's privates. 12
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good morning to the folks in St. Lucia. We got some messages on the social. St. Lucia is locked with us this morning. Good morning, St. Lucia. Pleasure to have you all on the inside.
Look back on all here. Prime Minister accepts 2.5 years on anti-gang law.
No, don't say that.
Rowley caves in. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley last night gave in to opposition leader Kamla Prasad-Bissessa's demand for a 2.5-year sunset clause in return for the opposition's support for critical anti-gang legislation. The Prime Minister's announcement came during a press conference that he held at the VIP lounge of the Piarco International Airport shortly after his return from the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. So, the anti-gang legislation seems like they will be moving on with it, and it also appears that it will have a 2.5-year sunset clause, which is what they asked for initially. They have caved in and said, okay. I think they're doing that. I think that they asked the 2.5 years as opposed to the 4 years because in 2020 there will be an election.
Election, exactly.
Although the 2.5 years would still take it a little way past 2020, but still.
They will be able to amend it
All
after.
right. So I'll tell you what, we want to get straight into it. Yesterday, we have the Lady Young clip. Ready? All right, let's go with that. This was on the Lady Young yesterday.
Yeah. I ran my this way. Landside on the Lady Young. Who driving this? Yeah, don't worry. I watching, Benjamin. I watching.
Don't worry, I watching,
I watching, Brethren.
I watching, Brethren.
You mind
No,
that
but
watching, brethren?
that was the landslide there. If you could just get the visuals back up. We're among for the audio. And apparently former PNM St. Anne's East MP Joanne Thomas yesterday thanked the Almighty after her narrow escape when her car got caught in a landslide along Lady Young Road near the lookout. The falling rock and dirt pushed Thomas's car to the edge of the road, which runs along a hill. She said, quote, "I want to give God thanks for me being alive today." A shaken but unhurt Thomas said as she wept during the interview. She said, quote, "I could say for this Lent, God has granted me a blessing. This is a real testimony of God's grace," end quote. She also thanked former People's Partnership Government Minister Stephan Reis, who was proceeding in his vehicle along the road and stopped to render assistance when the landslide struck. Up to press time, the section of the Lady Young Road where the landslide occurred remained cut off to both pedestrian and vehicular traffic. Wow. Now that took place there yesterday. We opened the phone line. I'll take some calls. That caused massive traffic.
Yeah, it would, because everybody's just, the Lady Young, that's a...
The Lady Young, everybody just take the Lady Young to get into the east, as opposed to the Beatum sometimes to the highway because of the traffic.
Who trying to get on the western end, go over.
They'll go over the Lady Young as well.
Belmont, things like that.
That caused tremendous traffic yesterday.
Wow. And what section is that there? You know how far that is? It's like,
but that's by that's by the where the hill kind of cut like steps. Yeah, that's that part there.
And I always say that, I always telling people that, I say, what's this mountainside? You actually see the roots of the trees. The trees are already out, leaning out. Yeah. And you're seeing the roots of the trees, and it's just gripped onto the wall, the cliffside. Yeah.
I mean, so after the situation in Cedrus, just a couple of days ago,
and the rainfall that we got over the time, that's erosion.
Erosion again. You see what's going on the Lady Young now. We open the phone line, take some calls. We're taking some quick ones, about 2 or 3 on this. I'm trying to get... Morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah, morning to you.
Oh, good, Stephan, morning.
Yeah, man.
Morning, Mr. Voice.
Morning, good morning.
Well, I mean to take away from all you're going to see, but Voice read something this morning with Mr. Fabian that really gave me interest. But I call, I will talk about that and I will call back after because I want to shift your point.
No, make the point.
Go ahead.
Well, boy, it's just that I find that these things, this situation with this drug with people, like it doesn't rest with the life, and it does kind of worry me when I hear it sung like that, and I'll tell you why. Because I was part of that, and the things that has happened, like when people will be saying, that will take time with you, and if you're being it, you know, it wasn't so hard. It don't be like that at all, because for example, in my case, I get tied up in the wrong company, and for about 2 years, spend about $85,000 in that kind of scenario. And watch me. I came out of that on my own. And you know what disgusted me? When I went to the place with this rehab place, here what they have you saying, I am a recovering addict, and you see that?
Yeah.
That disgusted me. And I walk out of there and never ever, and that was since 1983.
Okay.
Never ever. So I don't listen to it, and I think that, well, I ain't blaming only for anything, but I think people have a kind of way to put it out as though, well, when a person gets involved in that, they always have a tendency to. That is not so,
Yeah.
And I tell you from practical experience.
All right.
I ain't want to kite long. I could tell you things here that I hear people talking so much of foolishness about that.
Yeah.
Because I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
All right.
Thanks
a lot.
Appreciate your input, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
So that is actuated on the inside. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, son, morning.
Yeah, man.
It's a small boy.
You know what?
It's what?
Yes, set more kids tell me coming on Monday when I call him Monday. Tell me
Oh gosh, Klaxon Bay. Yeah, but oh gosh, boy, sorry about that. I apologize for that, boy. That thing with the whole school with the child and thing kind of time up this week, boy.
I realize that.
But I will call you right after the show. I'll call you and I'll tell you what to do. And we go solve that problem because it's a WASA issue, right?
Yeah, but the WASA saying it's not them one, and they're saying it's CCL. You go to CCL come and see it, and they say, I don't think I will line, you know, and the water just keep pouring and pouring, right?
No, we go deal with today I'll deal with that. I promise you that.
And in part of the landslide and things, everybody, majority of the people in the country, you know, they don't have a God. But sometimes when you see a traffic with your partner, you have a God, boy. And that lady, that's
true that.
I was supposed to give her real thanks. I give her real thanks. But have a God, boy.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You could run the lady young thing, you know, for the landslide.
And that lady, the MP, she is so blessed, right?
Yeah, Joan Thomas.
What?
Or Joan Thomas. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan. Morning, Mr. Reis.
Yeah, man.
They have two things. They have the rainy season officially finished, but dry season started.
Yeah,
and look at the kind of thing we having, right? They had to get the act together. Ministry of Works had to get the act together. Don't wait until things happen. As Mr. Boy said, passing and seeing certain issues. Deal with it. Start to deal with it.
Yeah.
And to the NP, I thank God, to the two NPs, they take us as a sign, put aside all the differences and start to work together. Because if he wasn't there, she might have been in a worse situation.
True that.
Forget
colors. You got a situation like that. Yeah, man. In a situation like that, you're shaking up, eh?
What?
Because remember that whole mountain coming down on you, you know, a whole hill, you know.
That's like a movie moment right there, you know.
What?
Your whole life flashing in front of you kind of business.
I can imagine she was in Lego, the steering, mash brakes, and just start to scream.
Yeah.
Because you're in a state of panic, because you're not expecting that, you see.
And there's the whole
and
rubble.
look at it.
And her car, and it's only obvious. You see where the car is, and so you know where the car was.
And it started to push it to the edge.
Push it to the edge. If just a little bit more, she would have been that car
over the edge.
And you know how deep that precipice
is.
That's
a near-death experience.
That's a near-death experience right there.
We take one more and we take the break.
Wow.
That's near-death experience.
Give God praise, boy. Give God praise, boy.
Stephan, you know, the dry season started here now.
Right.
And it is a responsibility for all the citizens in this country.
Truth.
To be more sensitive to these situations. You know the bushfires already started.
Yes.
All around the country. And this is something we'll be talking about every year. That if you keep lighting up the hills, these things would happen. And it already, if you notice all around, you're seeing smoke already. They done started to light up the place already.
Yeah.
We'll be expecting more similar situations like this happening. And you know that with all this thing that was taking place, you know, people use this opportunity to rob people in the traffic jam also.
Nah, don't say that now.
People get robbed in the traffic yesterday?
Reports that came out that people were getting robbed and items stolen while they were in the traffic jam.
What trouble is this, boys?
When you're expecting people to come out and assist. And be compassionate to the situation that people going on. These roaches, them using this opportunity to relieve people of their personal items.
Wow.
And like Gary Griffith said, to get rid of roaches, you know what you have to do? Smash them. Enjoy the rest of all the morning, fellas. Take care.
Man, have a good morning.
And with that, we got to take a break. I can't believe that, you know, they're really sickening, boy.
Yeah, you bring...
They come out and terrorize people again yesterday,
that was an opportunity, a nation-building opportunity, or even a community-building opportunity for people to see that, listen, let's have good people in the community, come out, help, do something right. You all decided at that point in time to do what? Come out and take people's valuables and distress people.
That's real failure, boy.
Another bad name again.
That's real failure. So I tell you what, as we go to the break, when we return, we'll talk about the school teacher that was killed in the attempted murder-suicide. Of course, her husband did not die.
Isn't it murder attempted suicide?
Well, it's attempted murder-suicide.
No, it can't be. She's dead.
Well, yeah,
so it's murder attempted suicide?
It's a murder and attempted suicide.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about that because I have a question to ask Trinidad and Tobago on that, you know. So is that I know that's a kind of sensitive issue. We will refrain from putting up the gruesome pictures.
Yes.
We'll just put up a picture of the couple, the wedding picture, I think it was, or something.
No,
it's a church picture or something like that. All right. So we're gonna use that. We're not gonna use the ones that have been circulating on WhatsApp and social media. Oh, let's stop sending me them kind of thing, eh?
Please.
I tell you, I can't. Oh gosh, boy. All kind of blood in the room, and
every time I opened up it, I was upset. My
man
whole
face
stomach
open out, but you know, it's sickening. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget later on this afternoon during the Cold Truth, all the questions concerning the Black Caucus movement, you're going to get that there. All right, they're going to inform you as to what is going on with the BCM, and that takes place from 4 p.m. It's a special program from 4 p.m. to 5:45, or 1:45 minutes. So look out for Kim Cole and the Cold Truth, and that will be the discussion this afternoon. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Nabi's Medical Marketing, the one-stop shop for all your surgical and medical supplies. Presently specializing in pharmaceutical, medical, and home healthcare supplies. Nationwide distributors for pharmacies, private and public hospitals. Fully stocked showroom with a complete range of home healthcare products. Wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and more. Sole distributors for the Cook medical range of products, including in vitro fertilization products, invasive as well as minimal invasive lines throughout the Caribbean. Currently supplies all IV solutions and dialysis products. Also available life support oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and much more. Now exclusive at Nabi's. Our latest addition, the new 6-in-1 mini lab, which can be used professionally or in the privacy of your home. Tests include glucose, total cholesterol, cholesterol HDL, cholesterol LDL, triglycerides, and hemoglobin. These machines are life-saving. Visit our showroom at number 5 to 6 Harris Street, Curep. Telephone 645-5577 or 662-7533. Nabi's, a company with 40 years of experience in the medical field.
Begin imagining with Value Optical and the start of the voyage of discovery with eyewear beyond your dreams. See the beauty beyond through lenses that transition you into the supernova of tomorrow. Open your eyes today and see your wonderland. Save up to 25% on wondrous eyewear style and technology. Visit us in-store or online for details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Welcome to Rassam Restaurant, located at Grand Bazaar. Rassam's is a family-oriented restaurant. They cover a wide range of international dishes with a focus on Indian, Hakka, and Thai cuisine. Rassam Restaurant also features live entertainment while you dine with buffet nights on Fridays and Saturdays. They also offer catering both in-house and outside for religious and corporate functions, birthdays, anniversaries, and more. Come and experience the dining difference today at Rassam Restaurant Grand Bazaar. Contact them at 645-0994 and 373-4227.
It's Royal, calling all my seafood seekers. Daryl's famous food Tobago, best food for the season, let's go. You want a fish combo? Daryl's. You want a shrimp combo? Daryl's. The famous fish finger, or a veggie pizza. Daryl's. You want a fish sandwich combo? Best food for the season, calling let's go. My seafood seekers, at Daryl's famous food Tobago. I'm Royal, your two-time reigning Tobago Soca Mona King. And I'm saying come down at Daryl's famous food Tobago, located in Crown Point opposite the Cocoa Reef Resort. Daryl's famous food Tobago, your taste of the Caribbean.
Welcome to Regal Products, a household name since 1960. Regal produces a diverse range right here in TNT, all with the primary focus on high quality. From healthy and tasty nuts and snacks, including cranberries, raisins, sultanas, dates, and prunes, to trail mixes like Cranberry Jubilee, Hawaiian Medley, California Exotic, and South Beach, with nutrition-packed seeds like sunflower and pumpkin, and a tasty nut range which includes almonds, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, cashews, and the newly launched corn nuts. Regal Products for superb flavor, excellent quality, and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Come and experience the mighty power of Jesus Christ, which can transform your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad, with Reverend Dr. Deoraj Mahadeo and Deborah Mahadeo. Weekly meetings, worship service 10 a.m. every Sunday. There's also Sunday school and new believer classes from 9 a.m. Bible study and prayer meetings from Mondays at 7 p.m. Deliverance service Wednesdays 7 p.m. and Bible school every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All free of charge. He is the God of the impossible who loves you and desires to save you and do mighty things for you. So come and experience God's mighty anointing, which is able to break every yoke in your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad. For prayer and counseling, call anytime. Telephone numbers 770-1044, 225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com.
Okay, cool. So we're back on the inside. Now, I told you we were going to this situation here with the deceased school teacher,
right.
Miss Guevara, because there was an article here saying that traumatized pupils and teachers get counseling.
Right.
All right. Now, before we get to that, I just got a call from Dr. Glenn Ramadasing, and I told him to call in. So I think he's about to. So let's hope that he is, because I wanted to find out about the situation in Cedros as it relates to this family, these 4 houses, or how many houses it actually was. And we would have liked to get a little insight, because he was down on the ground, and I would imagine that when you get down on the ground, there's a whole different kettle of fish
That's correct.
than what you're seeing on television. It's probably about maybe 10 times worse than what you're seeing when you see it first.
Yeah, because it's a precipice now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Because you remember, I want to find out if other houses, how many other houses are on that particular
stretch
or
right.
in that area.
And how far is the damage? Because remember, that's an underground damage. How will they find out how far it is? Is the village at risk?
So we want to find out
section,
here. We really want to find out what attempts have been made to really do some research into finding out what is the problem. Well, we know it's coastal erosion, but you know, I mean, what caused the problem, how bad it is, because you can imagine I living along that line there, and the 4 houses next to me fall down. I go and pack up and leave, you know.
Yeah.
I go and move out. So you know, we waiting on a phone call from him.
That stretch there.
All right, but in the meantime,
everybody on that stretch right about now is living on a prayer.
Yeah. In the meantime, Master Control, let me know, is he on the phone yet? He's not on yet. Okay, well, let's deal with this situation with the school teacher in the meantime. All right, just put up a picture of the couple we're talking about. Right, this is the couple. Now, pupils and teachers of the San Francis...
oh, you have a different photo?
Yeah. It's St. Francis RC School. Yeah, I have a different photo.
Yeah. I don't know where this is.
I've been offered counseling by the Education Ministry following the shooting death of school teacher Margaret Ragubar Guevara. Now, Minister in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Lovell Francis, said a team visited the school and would continue counseling sessions for as long as necessary. Teachers and pupils have expressed outrage and grief over the incident. Ministry officials said the school was dismissed early on Monday as news broke that Ragubar Guevara had died. And although classes resumed the following day, the media was told teachers and pupils still appeared traumatized. Ragubar Guevara was loved at the school and was a friend to many, school officials said, and the school principal told the media she was not prepared to speak about the teacher's death. Now, Ragubar Guevara's colleague said she never allowed her personal problems to affect her work, and the mother of 5 was also an active member of the Pentecostal church in Sangre Grande, where she and her husband had received marriage counseling. Relatives said Ragubar Guevara endured years of physical and emotional abuse, but fought to keep her family together.
Wow.
Now, on Monday, as she was getting dressed for work, Ragubar Guevara was shot dead in her bedroom. The suspect survived a bullet wound which blew away part of his face, mainly his jaw and nose. One of her daughters was awakened by her mother's screams and followed by 4 explosions. It happened shortly before 8 a.m. Police said that the suspect is the holder of a firearm user's license and owned a 12-gauge shotgun. The 46-year-old man was taken to the Sangre Grande Hospital where he underwent emergency surgery. He was then transferred to the Port of Spain General Hospital. He is currently warded in the intensive care unit under police guard. Doctors have given him a 50-50 chance of survival, and Ragubar Guevara's 5 children have also received counseling. Now, this was a very, very sad story. If Dr. Glenn calls during this segment, tell him to call back at 7. Because I want to open the phone line here to the public now. I was telling Voice, you can put them in a little split there now. Yeah. I was telling Voice, right? I said, you know, when you saw the pictures, or after seeing the pictures of this guy, and the damage
that he did.
Right, that he did. Obviously, he wants to die. They have stitched him up. He is still alive. He has a 50-50 chance. And I am saying, this is just me, if he lives, if he survives, what next? What do we do next?
With him?
Right. What are we going to do next with him?
He's going to sit in a rehab for the rest of his life. Number one, he can't speak. He has no mouth.
And who paying for that?
He doesn't have the state.
Okay.
It's a surgery. It's a regular surgery.
So I want to find out. I was saying, and people thought, some people might think that I am very brutal in my statement. I am saying, I should just let the man dead. Morning.
Morning, Stephan. Morning, Mr. Voice again.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes we get to grant people their wishes, you know. You understand what I'm saying? You wish. Help him out. Leave him.
Leave him?
And, let him do what he does. Look at what it is he do with the woman. Look at what it is he put the family through, and look at what it is he do himself. So why the state or why doctors who could save plenty other people do plenty other things with their time, fighting out to save that individual? Okay. And another question I have, people on the first responders, who put them pictures out on the social media network? Because I see a copy of that, and I was, somebody had to be sick or out of their mind to publicize that, to broadcast that.
Yeah.
That is madness.
Yeah, to take those kind of pictures.
Them things don't affect me, but whoa, it was not in normal thinking they did that.
Exactly.
Anyhow, enjoy all the fellas.
Thanks a lot. And he raises a good point. The first responders that went to that scene would have been the people that took those pictures.
No, incorrect.
So who take the pictures, Voice?
Okay, so via the report, the young girl was awoken. She went in, saw what happened, and ran to the neighbors.
So the neighbors came in and took the pictures?
So it's only obvious there would have been people there before.
Okay.
There would have been people there
So she ran to the neighbors and the neighbors would have taken the pictures?
Yeah. I think that's some of them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. But let me don't pretend that people in the police service and the fire service and all that, they don't pull out their phone and record and put scenes like that out there.
Yeah, because they were that right. Good. We're not debating that, but
we're not saying that they did.
In this instance.
Right, but for somebody to pull out a phone, brother man, and take pictures of that crime scene.
And then post it.
And take picture of the man's face blown open. You had to call back 7 o'clock. We're going into our next segment here. You gotta tell him call 7 o'clock. Tell him give me till 7 at 7 a.m. So we're going back to the phone line on this particular topic because I was waiting there just now and we communicating via WhatsApp now, so I know maybe it's slow to respond and whatever. So we'll get him on at 7 and we'll talk about that. But I just wanna focus on this right now.
No. When it is you say that, well, okay. Let's see the call.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Boy, this guy that they say the doctor tried to save him. I believe it's a good thing they tried to save him. And why I believe it's a good thing they try to save him, you see, it will serve there's a reason why he's alive. To let him see, to let him bear the pain, let him understand what it is he do. He had to live with that. He must not want to die again.
Okay.
Thing that he do and cause all these people pain. He have a second chance and wanting to die. And it's one of the example for people who think like that and who do things like that. That is the other side of that, you know. Let him, what we see here, he's an example for people who thinks like that with that kind of intention. Let him live with that for the rest of his life. And let him look in a mirror, study. And the person who would have taken that with the camera, I would look at it so, you know. You see, these things are not for the squeamish. It's not for the squeamish, but it's examples that people see how things turn out when you think a certain way.
Yeah.
That is, you see, that's a real example. What other man face with Matt? Watch me. He had to live the rest of his life with that.
True.
All right.
And he with the people. Watch me. He pays for that crime.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks a lot, X-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know people are going to look at, I mean, I am always studying like that, you know, let him suffer. Because he take a life, eh?
Forget suffering.
He deprived five children of their mother. And according to this story here, the teachers, the colleagues are saying that she never allowed her personal problems to affect her work. And
they were getting counseling, so everybody knew the situation that was going on.
And her relatives said that she endured years of physical and emotional abuse. But fought to keep her family together. And this brings up the whole domestic violent issue again. And where it could reach when your man or one party in the relationship, whether it's man or woman, husband or wife, has a licensed firearm. Next caller.
Good morning, hello.
It's one thing with an illegal firearm, you know, when your husband or your wife have a licensed firearm,
it's a different situation.
and you're taking abuse, is a different thing, you know, because something like this can happen. Morning. 622-9785, 628-1693. We're talking about this situation with the school teacher.
And via why it is they save them, that is their job. As a doctor, as a medical practitioner, you are mandated to save the life.
But I understand that. You're mandated to save the life. You have to save the life regardless of whoever it is.
Yeah.
But when I watch the man face, and I watch how they stitch it up, and I say, but what are we going to do? What are we going to do with this man? He going to jail?
No.
He can't go to jail. But then again, jail is a hotel.
Yeah, but he can't speak. I don't even know if his eyes could open, because thus far, every time you've seen him, his eyes are sealed shut.
So he will become the man with no face.
Yeah, basically.
Basically. He's a man with no face, no voice, no nothing. Take. Morning. All right, 622-9785, 628-1693. Those are the numbers to call. The numbers at the bottom of the screen. Morning.
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 Yeah, morning to you.
Yes, gentlemen. I looking at that picture with the man and his family, and looking at that picture, he is the unique person in that picture smiling, the wife and the children, all of them face looking sour. I don't know if I'll see that picture yet. They are looking like they don't want to be in the picture, but he's the unique person smiling.
Oh, the one with him with all the children and the wife?
Yeah.
I saw that picture. I saw that. I'll see if I can find it. Somebody
all
sent it to me.
Sour. He's the unique person smiling in the picture.
Only person. Well, you know, in a situation like that, as you said, the lady was struggling to keep her family together. And
look, I have a message here from Gary. Gary, good morning, Mr. Griffith. Gary Griffith. He is saying, okay, there were photos taken of him in the hospital too. So who took those pictures? The neighbors? Right. Exactly.
Medical, well, it could have been medical practitioner.
Hang up right. Because he in the operating room, you don't let nobody inside that in a situation like that while you stitch up. When you finish stitch up that man, one, he's supposed to be under police guard because he just committed a murder.
Right, good. He would have been.
And he tried to kill himself. So worse yet.
Yeah, suicide watch.
It have police guard there. But while in our operating room, is he and the doctors alone?
Yeah. So it's someone else that took the
right, so we have people holding on positions like where there's supposed to be a certain amount of privacy. You understand?
Because regardless of what he's a patient, and that is doctor-patient privilege, one time.
That's right.
Instant.
And I could tie this entire issue to, you know, that I had a problem with last week. As a matter of fact, I go in there too. Because people were talking to me about it. And people have been asking me.
Okay.
And I'm going to mention it. There was a voice note that was circulating, and this is why all of this is important. There was a voice note that was circulating concerning a police officer who put some information out there concerning Mr. Chinley.
Right.
Howard.
Yes.
Right? His wife got a ticket, they pull her over, no insurance, no license. He got the ticket, right? He got the ticket. He's going to pay his ticket. He's going to go to the court. Right. No problem. During the voice note, she said he pull up, you know, I Howard Chinley. Now, let me tell you something. I know Mr. Chinley for the years that I have been here at Synergy TV. And I have never come across any moment in my time working here at Synergy TV and knowing Mr. Chinley, to know him to be a person who's arrogant. He's a very down-to-earth, but the man is a down-to-earth brother, boy. You understand? Very cool.
In your experiences.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I cannot speak to that, but the officer was talking about, you know what? It depends on how she puts it across, because plenty of people were saying, you know, thing for the rich and non-rich, you know? Certain law for the rich and non-rich. It depends on how he said it. He could have said, you know, I'm Howard Chinley, right? When he pulled up. Or, depending on how she put it across, I Howard Chinley. It depends on what she says. We be dependent on what she's saying and how she putting it across.
Right.
Based on her own emotions at the time.
Right.
But the issue is this. Here we have a police officer that went to social media, sent out a voice note, revealed the license plate, the make and the color of the man's white vehicle. You can't put that information out there on social media as a police officer.
No. Who is to say that she put it on social media?
You created a voice note and it ended up on WhatsApp. From the time you create a voice note, it's social media bound.
No, listen.
Don't let me play the fool this morning.
Hold on. Here is why it is I asked you that. Because I know personally of a group of officers that has a group WhatsApp where they bounce in. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Where they bounce information back and forth.
Yes.
So, who is to say that she may have not sent it to the group and someone else leaked it?
And it still leads back to the root cause of the problem.
Where is that?
Police officers, even if she sent it to a police group, who shared it from the police group then, if we still go by what you say?
Right, but your thing is she put it on, you cannot say she put it on social media.
It still come back
no, you can't
to a police officer.
Yes,
if we work with the scenario that you're using,
you can't say her.
A police officer, okay.
It was shared on social media.
She put out a voice note.
Right.
I am very sure that she is aware, as a police officer, that when you create voice notes or you create videos and you share it on WhatsApp, it can potentially end up anywhere.
Correct.
Case in point, the pictures of the police officer at the police station that took the pictures with the leg in the ear.
Correct.
Good.
Nice.
So if she didn't learn from that, then we ain't learning at all. We could just continue to make the same mistake. Take our call. And there's no problem. We cannot move forward as a society like that. There must be a certain level of privacy. You cannot tell me that a doctor in the operating room can take out a phone and snap a picture of a man when he done stitch him up.
And then
put it out there.
Or it gets out there.
Or it gets, because from the time you take a picture like that, it is going to get out there. Because we have become a society and a people, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but on a worldwide level. We have become people that concerned with views and likes.
Not just concerned with views and likes, but want to be the first to get them.
Exactly.
Right.
Rather than rather than having a genuine concern of the situation,
they just want to be the first.
It's a popularity contest.
I will agree with that. I will agree with that.
Take a call.
I will agree with that.
If I ain't making sense, so tell me. But I think it is wrong to do those things, because somebody in the hospital take that picture. And whether it's a neighbor or whoever, we become numb to these issues, and that's wrong.
Some messages coming out of the social media here. He should have been an organ donor and his organs given to people who need them to live. I wasn't accepting an organ from that guy. Women need to get out of abusive relationships as soon as it started. I know it's not always easy, but they need to try. This is so sad. My condolences to the family, and that is true. They always say it. From the first form of abuse, leave.
So let's take one call. We'll take the break. We're going to come to Dr. Glenn Rabinasing to give us the update on the situation at Cedrus, because I think that particular area there falls under the Superior Regional Corporation, and he's the chairman. And then we will get back to this and we'll take more calls and comments on this. We ain't going anywhere. Don't worry. Take one now. Morning.
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 Yeah, morning.
I'm calling from a different perspective on the same topic.
Sure.
It is so hard for businessmen in this country to get legal firearms to protect their family because they said that it's only the commissioner in charge of granting these licenses, and the process is you need to go around to the area and find out about the person, right?
Yeah.
Nobody went around the area to find out about this man. I heard on the news all the neighbors saying, years she endured this. So if the police or whoever in charge was coming around, they would have known, questioning the neighbors, that this was not a man to be granted a license. And second point is, I also heard the neighbor that went across to the children in the morning on the news said he woke up to see these gruesome pictures on social media, and he was so disturbed. So I don't think you should blame the neighbors for that picture. The neighbors were helpful, I believe, more than the police officers. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah. Now, I want to make it clear, we're not trying to blame anybody, we're just trying to bring a sensitivity issue to the table. Are we sensitive to these issues? Are we?
Or are we all about just about that want to be the person that puts it up first? You want to be a reporter, get into journalism.
Somebody tell me,
get into journalism.
Somebody tell me, you know, you should show the pictures because you'll get more viewers. No. No, that's the picture I chose. You see that one with the two of them there?
Yeah.
That's the picture I chose to show. Because I don't want to be that kind of show. I'm not going to do that for views. I'm sorry. If you want to get views, go to Facebook.
Truth.
You understand? Because it have 5 children involved. I come this morning now and I pop them that kind of picture when anything that happened.
That's good, yeah.
And the children turn on the TV and watch that. If you understand what I'm saying? No, there must be some sort of sensitivity and responsibility by media practitioners,
and those
talk
in authority,
show hosts, producers, whoever the case is. If people on Facebook want to share their business, I can't control that. But you see, this year between 6 and 8, I could control this and we'll go up there. That's all I had to say about that. We'll take a break. When we come back, Dr. Glenn Ramadan Singh will get him on the line and find out about Cedrus. And I want to find out some BP recently started, from what I heard, some oil exploration. They did it, I think it's off the Guyanese coast. And I think the UE Seismic Research Unit have been warning about tremors. And when you take Cedrus, the mud volcano, the Lady Young, and the big waves on the north coast.
We have to
ask some questions. Is that coincidence? Questions to be asked. We'll be back after this.
Crystal Dream Weddings has your perfect day already planned out. So if you need help putting together your big day, come to the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition and you can win the ultimate wedding prize. Register now at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. Attend the biggest event for the wedding season on March 17th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, March 18th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Center of Excellence. 2 couples will win a dream wedding package valued at $50,000 and $100,000 each. 1 couple will be chosen randomly on each day, but you must be present at the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition to win. Purchase your tickets right now at Zena's Jewelry, Bakery Treats, and Jewelry Paradise locations. Admission is only $100. For more information, like us on Facebook and visit our website at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. This event is NLCB approved.
This is Tactical Enterprise, leading wholesalers for all cell phone accessories, cell phone armored cases, auto box cases, tempered glass, memory cards, headphones, chargers, flash drives, and more. Located in Canupia, Trinidad, they supply cell phone store owners wherever they are, in Trinidad and Tobago or across the Caribbean. If you want to get high quality cell phone accessories at the lowest price, then check out Tactical Enterprise in Canupia. They work with and supply small, medium, and large retailers. So give them a call at 716-2900 or email them at tacticalenterprise@hotmail.com. They offer free delivery to any part of Trinidad and Tobago. Tactical Enterprise.
Nabby's Medical Marketing, the one-stop shop for all your surgical and medical supplies. Presently specializing in pharmaceutical, medical, and home healthcare supplies. Nationwide distributors for pharmacies, private and public hospitals. Fully stocked showroom with a complete range of home healthcare products. Wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and more. Sole distributors for the Cook medical range of products, including in vitro fertilization products, invasive as well as minimal invasive lines throughout the Caribbean. Currently supplies all IV solutions and dialysis products. Also available life support oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and much more. Now exclusive at Nabby's. Our latest addition, the new 6-in-1 mini lab, which can be used professionally or in the privacy of your home. Tests include glucose, total cholesterol, cholesterol HDL, cholesterol LDL, triglycerides, and hemoglobin. These machines are life-saving. Visit our showroom at number 5 to 6 Harris Street, Curep. Telephone 645-5577 or 662-7533. Nabby's, the company with 40 years of experience in the medical field.
The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your number one choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. Number 1, Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And number 3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
All right, so we're back on the Inside Breaking Dawn, and right now on the line we have Dr. Glenn Ramadas Singh, who is the chairman of the Siparia Regional Corporation. I want to say good morning to him. Dr. Glenn, good morning to you, man.
Good morning, and good morning to all your listeners.
Good morning, good morning.
Brilliant. Now, we see, I mean, this is nothing short of a natural disaster that took place in Cedros over the last couple of days, right? And you were down on the ground.
Yeah.
What was it like being down there? Is it worse on the ground, up close and personal than we have seen on television?
It will move you, it will shake you, and it will actually throw you back on your chair or down on the ground. When you see the disaster, the extent, the magnitude, and the extent of human suffering and loss. Imagine someone is living in their home with their children going to school one afternoon, and by 8 o'clock of the same night, they are in a community center without clothes, food, and any type of fridge, stove, or anything that they enjoyed before.
Right.
But what is remarkable is I was on the phone with the counselor at 4:30 of the same evening, and he told me he went to see a lady whose home was cracked. And he was looking at the cracks, and he said, Chairman, the cracks are getting bigger while I'm speaking to you. So I said, well, that's strange. And he continued to call me every 15. This is Councillor Shankar Phillip.
Right.
Every 15 minutes, and he kept telling me that you know, it's getting worse, and another home is affected. So I was actually on the phone with him while the disaster was taking place until someone forcibly moved him out of the site. And when I heard someone telling him to move out of here, move out, I realized that something strange was going on. And by 6 o'clock, he told me 4 homes had literally fallen through the earth. When you go to the site, you will see that it's a 20-feet drop in some cases. The home was actually on a hill and it is now into the earth. So this is really a sad experience, and the lady herself, the major home that is affected.
Yeah.
She literally lost everything, and she is a smaller person.
Right.
So she doesn't even have clothes to fit her.
Wow.
Because all the clothes and everything went down, and she is at the community center. We have gotten a lot of promises and commitments.
Right.
The government moved in and gave commitments.
Right.
Today at 10:30, we'll be having a press conference to update the national community. Because as it stands now, what the people have are commitments.
Okay, now,
Wow.
now in terms, I'm looking at a shot here of this thing, boy. This thing looking, wow, frightening.
And that is the 20-feet drop that I'm talking about.
That's the drop you're talking about.
Wow, you could
There
see
was
it.
actually a road running.
Wow.
And that road has completely disappeared.
It's gone. Yeah, we saw that it just like cut off.
Yeah. Now I want to ask you something. The other people in the area, the other houses that did not fall down, have they all been evacuated? Those houses?
There's a zone that they evacuated, and a few houses that were at risk, and they would have evacuated those persons as well.
Okay. Now, has any research team been down to Cedros at the site?
Yes.
And
the Coastal Protection Unit that does have some technocrats has been there. And I suppose by now we are generating international attention. But the only technocrats that I can confirm were there is the Coastal Protection Unit.
Right.
The road that has been destroyed, is that an only access road, or are there other ways for people to get in and out of the community?
What it did, this site was actually close to the sea. And it bridged 2 communities. There's 2 villages, and the road was a link. So what it did is it has now cut off the 2 villages.
Wow.
Neighbors have now become foreign territories.
Wow. Now somebody was asking me on social media a little while ago. They actually messaged us and they brought up the point of the BP drilling, the oil explorations that are going on just off the coast of Guyana. And they were asking if, they said that the UE Seismic Research Unit recently warned about tremors. And they're wondering if this situation in Cedros and maybe even the mud volcano, the landslide on the Lady Young, if this could be due to anything like that. You could speak on that at all?
No, I don't have enough information on that. But what I can say is that we can't rule anything out. And the people have told me that since the dredging of the Atlantic LNG plant, they have noticed fiercer current and the coastal erosion accelerated. So when we do something upstream, there are consequences downstream, down the road.
Okay. So the family, is it 4 families or 4 houses that were lost in this?
4 homes have gone.
4 homes went down.
4 homes.
Wow.
Because I got a call yesterday from a guy and he told me that's his family and it's all 4 homes, everybody related.
Yeah, they're related and they are all related in some way. If not, the local country people, they live like family.
Well, yes, I know that.
Yeah, true that. And relocation.
And this is a very poor area. I mean, these people eke out an existence with fishing and agriculture.
Right.
And I really want the government to live up to the commitments and promises. We cannot just evacuate the area. Implied in that, when you evacuate an area, implied in that, when you have the resources of the state, is that you will relocate these people with some sense of urgency.
Right.
Yeah, because I was looking at them.
What I can tell you is that no one has been relocated as of this point, or yet.
So they are at the community center?
They are at the community center. People are taking them in neighboring homes. They're just waiting.
They're just waiting.
Options.
Are there any children involved? By
Well,
in the homes?
There's a young man who is at UTT, and he came home. I think they for a break. They had a break, and he came home only to live through this disaster.
Wow.
Wow. Now, in terms of what has been promised, I know there is this grant that they could get up to 20,000, which in reality, 20,000 really can't reach or get you
Well, you
anywhere.
see, they have nowhere to rebuild. What has been the options that have been put to them is a housing settlement in Point Fortin.
Okay.
Lands in Cedar, state land.
Right.
But these things are not, they can't hold on to it. There's no piece of paper that has been given to them.
To say, well, yes.
As of yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Well, what are the plans moving forward from today?
Well, as I said, we will update the national community because there's a tremendous amount of outpouring of goodwill. I have hampers, put stuff coming into my office throughout the day, but that is not enough. We need to ensure that the government lives up to its commitments and promises so that these people can be put back into normalcy.
And just one question, has anybody from the private sector, because the private sector, I'm sure there are a lot of business people in the area that benefit from the residents in the area supporting the business over a period of time.
I can answer your question like this. I've seen the advertisement on the major, the prime time, and none of those companies have come forward. We've had a lot of suffering and pain in Woodland with floods.
Right.
And none of the major companies, save and except Unicoma Court, came to our assistance. It's very disappointing, the level of corporate help that we are getting, especially in this challenging times when the government itself doesn't have a lot of resources.
Right.
One would think that the private sector would have stepped up. We are not seeing that. I would have been very happy to tell you that the major corporate brands in Trinidad and Tobago have come forward. There are people, who we expected because they actually identify themselves as major players in the society. And I've not seen them come forward.
And you have not seen them?
No.
Wow, that's shocking, to say the least. Well, Dr. Glenn, I know you have a busy day ahead of you.
Indeed.
I know you're going to be back out on the ground today because I know you're a man like that.
Sure.
And we want to wish you guys the best and the people at Cedrus, and maybe we'll take a drive down there next week and see what it's like firsthand.
That would be very nice. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for you. Thanks a lot.
So there you have it, Dr. Glenn Ramadasing, the chairman of the Siparia Regional Corporation, giving us a little update and a little more information, some first-hand information as to what is taking place in Cedrus. And that last question, you see how the thing does go by? Corporate, private sector. And you see, now if I sat here and say that, I'd be whistling Dixie up people's rear end.
Right, yeah.
So I decided not to say it. So I said, let me find out from the chairman of the Siparia Regional Corporation if any of the business people and any big corporate entities out here, you understand? All the 1%ers now. If they come forward and say, well, you know what? This is the people of Trinidad and Tobago, Cedrus residents. This is what we could do. You see? Not a man raise their hand and jump up.
Yeah, but let me come in.
Morning.
Listen, we have a call. Morning.
Yes. Morning, voice, and morning, Stephan.
Yeah,
morning.
And Stephan, that is why I always say, I don't know many times on your program, that the government, and I hope any other government that is coming in office, should put a tax on these businessmen. You remember, say, and the profit of 5%. They make billions of dollars, not millions, billions. And they give nothing, nothing to nobody, don't assist nobody, and they drain in the pocket of the average citizen in Trinidad and Tobago.
That's
so
right.
the government could put a tax of a 5 or 10% of the declared profit, then that 5% could pool, 10% could pool, they pool it up, and you spend it when it comes to, as I say, disaster like that, and you come to the development of your sports and your culture. And you would not beg them for nothing because it's like your own money, they're giving you back a little 5 or 10%. That is all I want to say this morning. Thank you for the program.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, that's Mr. Monroe calling in. And that's the thing. No, you had something you were going to say before that, but I'm saying, somebody should step up. These are the people with the money in the country.
And I'm saying that I would not condemn them right away. This is still relatively early.
Early, you're saying it early.
It's still a little early. I think that the Dr. Glenn and those who are finding out what is needed, because you have to first find out how to fix the situation, you know, because we now have other houses that are at risk. What are we going to do? What's the first thing that we're going to deal with? Are we going to be dealing with fixing the, finding out what happened to the sinkhole, or what is causing the problem? Is that what we're going to look at? Are we going to be dealing with the houses that are on the brink? Because we are seeing these houses, they're on a precipice right now, you know. Yeah, I wanted to even know, why would they build so close to
what
the
I'm
edge?
saying, what I'm saying, right, is based on what I asked. It's early. It's just the third or the fourth day, or the third day, right?
Yeah.
Of this piece of land collapsing, right? Okay. If I am a businessman in Trinidad and Tobago, and I see this, because this is all over the news, the first thing I do, because I have connections, most likely I know some politician. All businessmen know at least one politician. Let's be realistic. They know them on either side. First thing I do is pick up my phone and say, listen, I just saw what happened in Cedros, and I would like you to know that as so-and-so or whoever I am willing to help. Let me know when you know what you all need.
Right.
Good. He said he wished he could have said that the private sector interest in this matter
has not, that's
right, and that's what I'm saying. It's just a phone call. I'm not saying they're supposed to run down there or write out a check, you know. I'm saying somebody should have heard from them already.
Okay, so
I'm not saying that it has not happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as
well too, what if the private sector even calls the families, say they know them, and say, hey, listen, what you need, bud?
That's a possibility. Everything is a possibility.
So it may not come out.
Okay, but everything is a possibility. But the reality of the situation, as far as I see it, and based on what Dr. Glenn would have said just now, and based on what we're seeing and we're hearing, is we're not hearing from them. We're not seeing them. We're not. No, I'm just saying.
You see, I'm still a little taken back,
because the perception that nothing is that they have no interest in the matter. Hold on. But I don't want to turn that into this.
No, I don't want to. No,
turn this into that.
I want to bring something here, because you just brought a point where you said that how people do things for the likes.
Yes.
And I'm saying, what if someone wants to do something privately?
Okay, I understand.
So you can't lambaste people
I'm
because
not lambasting.
You don't know.
No, I'm not lambasting.
You're
I'm
not
just saying
that you find that they should say something.
Yes.
But what if they don't want to be in that light? What if they want to do something and want to just do something and not be the person that play, look, I do something.
Okay, the smallest but most powerful. Take a couple calls now, and then we'll take a break and get back to the teacher, because we have some other things to get to this morning. More importantly,
good morning, Sally.
Is the people of Cedros and
help.
how they're going to move forward, the families
right.
and how they're going to move forward.
Very
Because definitely they need assistance. And they need it from both government and private sector. I'm sorry, that's the reality. Morning.
Good morning, fellas.
Yeah.
Didn't some of these people refuse to go in the community center?
Didn't they?
Didn't they refuse to use the community center or other places that, or other places that were suggested that...
Well, that is what an article said yesterday, but based on what Dr. Ramadar Singh is saying, is that they're housed at the community center.
Yeah, because when I read the article, I wanted to know where it is going on, because at the end of the day, it is fastest in this country I have ever seen things get attended to.
Right.
Yeah, and that is very quick. Then at the end of the day, I was reading about this HDC thing where they would get HDC houses for 3 months or something. Did you read about that?
HDC housing?
Yeah.
Yes, I read about that.
Right. Now, if they get that, now these are HDC houses, and I want to ask myself, let us say after the 3 months, they tell the government and the public, well, look, I don't have anywhere else to go. What will take place there? Right? That's number one. Secondly, because at the end of the day, I always say, while the crisis is fresh, we need to take care of certain things, but something must be done to examine if these people were there a long time, whether they're there let's say they're there illegally for a long time, 30 years or whatever, you should save up some money. Because I always say the rest of us out here have to pay rent, we have to pay mortgage. There are people living their whole life and still paying off a house.
Right.
And it's unfair that people, and you want to say you're living there for 30 years, well then you're supposed to start saving for 30 years. Right? And you're supposed to be able to pull yourself out. And we have allowed this nonsense in Trinidad. I'm not saying that taking place with everybody.
Right.
But not because you see a road built through a community, it means that they're there legally. Because politicians just do that for vote.
Okay.
Right? Right? At the end of the day, I wish the people the best and thing, because it's not easy to lose your house. It's not easy to lose your house.
Yeah.
Right? But we need to address it because, as I said, a lot of people, it's the fastest I ever seen that in Trinidad, you know. A lot of people still struggling from years, you know, years ago and hanging up to now, you know. The city house was out of the question, you know.
Right.
Right? Right? So I look at the fairness of this whole thing too. And this happened right through in Trinidad, while some people saying again discriminated against the years, that is not the truth. Right? So I hope some kind of recovery could be gotten to them, but we need to examine all these, because all these things happen by places that would not approve for building. Most of these things happen by places that would not approve.
Okay.
So we need to examine that.
Point well taken. Thanks a lot, man.
Because that's what I was saying. I wanted to know how would where they're situated. They are literally, did you notice that they are literally
on the edge?
On the edge.
Yeah.
If that's the back of their house.
That's what they call living on the edge.
That's living on the edge.
Take one more and we'll take the break.
Wow. I would have been scared to live there, swear.
Morning. Hello?
You have anything? By the social media, someone said, sadly, that's the example set by people managing the country. The example comes from the top. Big corporate entities clear, buy local, buy from the poor man. These big businesses don't give a damn. Once you buy, don't fatten their pockets.
Yep.
That's once you buy, don't fatten their pockets.
We have a caller? Okay. Morning. Hello?
Just give the people houses when in natural disaster.
Hello?
I don't understand that statement. These people should have been housed.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stephan. Morning, Mr. Voice.
Hi, good morning
Mr.
to you.
Voice, I'd like to talk about that murder. You know, the laws were made by men. And you know, I don't think it has been amended sufficiently enough to protect the female, the woman. And this thing has got to stop. It's too many of us women being killed by our spouses, our boyfriends, and what have you. It's not acceptable. I've always said it's a man's world. The rules were made by man. Man, M-A-N. Now change it. Protect the woman. Find a way. Protect us. We are the weaker sex. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And just before we go to the break, you know, listen, we hope the people get help. I am appealing to the private sector. If you are already involved or not involved, you need to get involved. Because let me tell you something, I always tell people this. When Mario Sabga make that comment, right? We are the smallest, but the most powerful. Let me tell you what people have a problem with. And I said this, I said this this morning. And you could agree or you could disagree with me. If they used to give back to communities and you know, just give back something, be on the ground giving back and people see, well, all right, 1%, you know, but let's give back something. It would have never have all that uproar and outrage over that statement. You know why? Because people would still say, that small thing now, man, let the people and think now they're employing this one, they're employing that one, they're employing thousands of people, and they just give back to the communities too. So what are vexed for? Not one person and say that. Everybody was outraged because they're the smallest but the most powerful, and everybody take offense to that. And the reason why people take offense to that is because of what I just say. It's because you don't see or you don't hear about them doing anything in any communities. Anything.
So because you don't see it or hear it.
Name one.
I'm
asking you to name one.
Am I allowed to speak?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to speak?
Tell me one community that you know.
Because
they have a program, they're funding it, they've given back something to that community.
Once again, because I may not know, or because it may not be out there, does not mean that they don't. I do not know. I cannot speak on something I do not know. I will not speak on something I do not know. I don't know that they don't. Now, what I do know that people privately donate, privately help, privately assist.
Good.
I don't know if they do that as well. I cannot speak on that. I can speak on this. He made a statement. There was an uproar for his statement. To judge to the fact that because of the statement that he made and want to tie it into the fact that you don't know that they don't give, I consider that to be wrong.
Okay, no problem. I ain't said they don't give, you know. They probably do. But who did this give to? That's the question.
But you can't judge who they give to. It's my money.
Listen, you see me?
That is my money if I decide to give it to
Well,
who
all
I
right,
want to, I give it to.
no problem. No problem.
You want it or what?
So I tell you what, we're going to be back after this. When we return, boy, I wanted to touch on this yesterday, you know. Boy, you know. Look, just now, Ann Jones is saying if the 1% took any interest in giving back and building up TNT, nobody would take offense when they declare themselves most powerful. They scared to share their power. It's called greed and selfishness.
People would have found a problem with that statement any which way you take it, even if it was given or not. Even given or not, I would have just taken offense to that statement.
All right, but you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say it, you know. I don't care who hear me. I don't care which one of them hear me. Who does fund political parties? Who's the financiers?
I don't know. I don't work for a political party.
Go check and see who's the major financiers, right? And then tell me who does benefit. Morning. We'll be back after this.
Eating for Lent is as easy as 1, 2, 3 at Royal Castle with their 3 tasty meal specials. Get the fish combo of 2 succulent pieces of fish, 1 side and a 16-ounce soft drink, or the fish sandwich combo of a tender, tasty sandwich, 1 side and a 16-ounce soft drink. The Castle uses the freshest fish with its famous enticing local seasonings. There's even a flavorful veggie combo option of a sandwich, a side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. Get more options from Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste for Lent.
I believe whenever you ask God for a miracle, He will always give you an instruction.
Bring your entire family, friends, and loved ones this Easter for 3 days in the belly of the earth at Jesus Elam International Headquarters, 3rd Avenue, North Barataria, Trinidad, West Indies. Bishop Dr. Gary M. George and Prophetess Agnes C. George will be ministering, laying hands and praying for everyone every night. Wednesday, March 20th, 6 p.m. Thursday, March 29th, 6 p.m. And Good Friday, March 30th, the Blood Night at 5 p.m. All are asked to come dressed in red for that night only.
Your miracle has a date, place, and person. You will have to know when God is doing it, where He's doing it, and who He's going to use to do it.
Healthy Lifestyle MD is a 1-hour television program presented by Dr. Vishnu Jilal, medical doctor, certified personal trainer, and lifestyle coach. The goal of this program is to educate and encourage the population to live a healthy lifestyle, thus eliminating and/or controlling chronic lifestyle diseases. This is done by presenting and explaining the latest research in nutrition and exercise from experts around the world. Recommendations are also made on diet and lifestyle changes with special emphasis on children. Tune in for Healthy Lifestyle MD in Synergy TV live on Tuesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. with repeat showing Thursdays 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Brought to you by VNS Pharmaceuticals, Extra Foods Limited, and India Expo.
Nabi's Medical Marketing, the one-stop shop for all your surgical and medical supplies. Presently specializing in pharmaceutical, medical, and home healthcare supplies. Nationwide distributors for pharmacies, private and public hospitals. Fully stocked showroom with a complete range of home healthcare products. Wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and more. Sole distributors for the Cook medical range of products, including in vitro fertilization products, invasive as well as minimal invasive lines throughout the Caribbean. Currently supplies all IV solutions and dialysis products. Also available life support oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and much more. Now exclusive at Nabi's. Our latest addition, the new 6-in-1 mini lab, which can be used professionally or in the privacy of your home. Tests include glucose, total cholesterol, cholesterol HDL, cholesterol LDL, triglycerides, and hemoglobin. These machines are life-saving. Visit our showroom at number 5 to 6 Harris Street, Curep. Telephone 645-5577 or 662-7533. Nabi's, the company with 40 years of experience in the medical field.
The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your number one choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. Number 1, Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And number 3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including manual and hydraulic crimpers, pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Come and experience the mighty power of Jesus Christ, which can transform your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad, with Reverend Dr. Deyanna Mahadeo and Deborah Mahadeo. Weekly meetings, worship service 10 a.m. every Sunday. There's also Sunday school and new believer classes from 9 a.m. Bible study and prayer meetings from Mondays at 7 p.m. Deliverance service Wednesdays 7 p.m. and Bible school every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All free of charge. He is the God of the impossible who loves you and desires to save you and do mighty things for you. So come and experience God's mighty anointing, which is able to break every yoke in your life at Christ Our Banner Ministries, number 7 Chatu Avenue, Faizabad. For prayer and counseling, call anytime. Telephone numbers 770-1044, 225-6487, 346-6566, 784-7596, or email dmahadeo@hotmail.com.
This is a call for all restaurants and supermarkets to get your business online.
Get your business on the most cutting-edge, customer-friendly, results-guaranteed food delivery app in the Caribbean, Food Now TT.
It's time to celebrate. FoodNowTT.com is here.
Yes, I said Food Now TT. We're fast, we're efficient, and we are guaranteed to help improve your business by 100%.
For more info and a free sign-up, call 222-9854 or email food@foodnowtt.com or even WhatsApp
341-1892. You can even come into our office at 216 Eastern Main Road, El Dorado, and get your free registration done today. Get your business to be viewed.
Hey guys, so I am on Damien's Bay, aka D1. Time is actually, hold on, wiggle the watch down. Time is 4:40, right, PM today, Tuesday, 27th February. I'm on the beach and I'm just walking down, Jed. And normal vibes. And then all of a sudden, first time ever, I noticed this. Wait for it. I try to signal, but I realize there's nobody in there. Wait for it. This is crazy, Jed. Hold on. Wait for it. I'm gonna have to zoom in here, okay? You guys are seeing it? There's a Ford Ranger out there. Window deep in water, tide coming in.
How about Ford Ranger end up in Damien's Bay? In the water? In the water? I don't know. But I could tell you this.
Anybody investigate?
Yeah, pick up your mic.
I saw custom to the clip on. Anybody investigated that?
No, I do not know. The guy put his video on Facebook. I do not know how much attention it got, but a Ford Ranger was in the water at Damien's Bay. Now, more importantly than that, we have been sent a piece of news here on Breaking Dawn.
No, before I think that could be a murder.
It could be, but I haven't heard of anything because this was the day before. I was supposed to show that video yesterday, but I didn't get the opportunity.
You need to check that out.
Could I get some?
Any murder victim, anybody who...
Has anybody disappeared driving a Ford Ranger?
A Ford Ranger missing... What's going on?
Yeah, just put back up the footage there, down to the end.
A whole vehicle inside of the city and nobody...
There it is. And nobody a question. It could be a murder. That could be a murder. You're right. You're correct. That could be a murder. But the guy said he was signaling.
Yeah.
And he got no reply, so like nobody's in the vehicle. But then again, they could have killed the person, threw them in the water,
or try to
get rid of the vehicle.
All kind of thing.
For the seat to take the vehicle.
Take it and go.
It could be something like that. Anybody know about this? What you all think about this? I'll just take about 1 or 2 calls on this. It could be there's a possibility it could be a murder. Is that down by the railings there? I've never been to Damien's Bay.
No, I've never been there. I don't know if that's a road or if it's just...
If it's a road that you could actually drive down.
It looks like a jetty though. It doesn't look like a road. It looks like a jetty.
Like a jetty?
Yeah.
Does anybody know who has been to Damien's Bay? Give us a call now.
Because that's the
time. We're not too familiar with Damien's Bay.
Because I've seen already. Because the last time, not last year, the year before, More FM had their lime at Manzan.
Right.
And a man drove onto the beach. I don't know for what reason, but he drove onto the beach. I think he was looking for parking, and his car literally got stuck after a while in the sand.
Okay.
And the tide started to come up, and it started to go low, and it took about 50 people to kind of like bounce it until he got thing, and then they moved the vehicle, and he went back up onto the land. So I don't know if that was like, that could have been a run. You know how some people just decide to rendezvous late at night.
Yeah.
They take their night vibes. They go on with their girlfriend or boyfriend and they park up on the sand to do the do. And then the tide come in, van sink.
Yeah, but can you park up on the sand by that jetty? That's why I want to take a couple.
Remember, it's a 4x4 here. If you could drive
put back up the video. But is there any access to get down? Well, it had to be some kind of access to get in there.
To drive on that, remember his van is right there too. So to drive on the bay, notice that van going in a crack.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They could have gone there to do some lovey-dovey, and the vehicle gets stuck. They realize it's stuck. They had to jump out, leave it.
Yeah.
Because you see all the windows wider. That was to leave the vehicle there, and the tide come and take it away. So
oh, look, look. All right, the story was on Facebook. It's an attempted suicide.
Oh, shucks.
Apparently, nobody can kill themselves these days. Whether... What?
You couldn't find anything else to say.
Well, it's another attempted suicide. What you want me to say again?
Wow.
Apparently people just can't get the job done when it's on the self.
So he tried to do what? Drown himself?
Apparently. Maybe he drove into the ocean there hoping that the ocean would take him. And I don't know, maybe when the vehicle, I don't know, but if it's an attempted suicide, where's the individual?
And nobody hear about that, man. Just attempted, that means he's still alive. Hopefully in police custody.
They're laughing on Facebook because I say apparently nobody can kill himself.
Yeah, because how you could say
no,
that?
because a man just tried to blow himself up, blow himself away. Just tried to shoot himself in the face and still alive. Attempted suicide. A man vehicle ended up in the ocean. Attempted suicide.
Yeah, they said there was a failed suicide at the North Coast.
Failed suicide?
Yeah, failed.
All right. So now that we know it was a failed suicide, what happened to the
reported that the police? Well, the police said it was a failed suicide. So basically, it seems that he drove off because the whole front of the vehicle. They see the front of the vehicle here in this.
That's it.
You can see the front of the vehicle, the whole windscreen smash everything.
Ah.
So more than likely, like he tried to drive off and still survived.
You know, down in the Bible, in Revelations, it said there will be a time that man will want to die and death wouldn't come to them. That doesn't mean that I'm going to try anything today. I'm just saying, all right? But that's down in there, you know. Man you're going to be in so much pain that you're going to want to die and death will not come to you. You understand? Revelations. Go and read it. You ever read the Bible, Melvin? You shake your head like I've been in church every day, dog.
Yeah.
This is you asking me, boy. I training to be a pastor. All right? So I'll tell you what. They say it can't be Raj because he had divorce papers.
Oh,
so God, only wicked, yes?
Come
all
on,
right.
man. Why these people so?
So I tell you what, I am waiting. I actually sent one of the staff out to get me today's Trinidad Guardian. Why? I sent Alex. One of our staff has left the building to go get a Trinidad Guardian. Why, people? Oh, trust me, this is the news of the day. All right? This is like, this is epic news. News of epic proportion. Finally, the Ministry of Education has decided to use technology to their benefit. And I tell you, I just need to see that article to find out if it's real and it's not a meme. Because I know the Minister of Education says a lot of things. I know he's a bit slow.
He says he knew he's a bit slow.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Are you talking about physically?
Listen, in every possible way. But this headline that that has been sent to me today,
we need
I
physical
have
papers.
to take some phone calls on this. You know what? I waited on the Guardian, but I have been informed. I don't think my family go set me up.
Wait on the
My
papers.
family is in work reading a Guardian right now, a cousin of mine. And he was going through today's Guardian on page B1. On page B1. This is the headline. Director.
Oh, good. The man in the back too slow.
Garcia. Jones, take off that Breaking Dawn logo. I don't want not let Breaking Dawn on the screen. Garcia says drones to carry the school bags.
School books.
The school books? Well, the books have been a bag.
No, maybe it's one book at a time. Because I don't know how a drone going to do that.
Now listen to me. This is possibly The dumbest thing I have ever had to report in my entire life. As a matter of fact, if I was at that press conference and this is what the Minister of Education actually said, his committee came up with to solve the issue with the students carrying their book bags, I would have walked out of the press conference.
You walking out? I was taking more photos, videos than anything else. And then I would have put my hand in the air, stood up, and he said, yes, you have a question? Yes. Are you a fool?
No,
that would have been my question.
Listen, just open the phone line for me.
If this is true,
maybe somebody
and he makes that statement, I would ask him if you're stupid.
Maybe somebody reads a Guardian who watches the show. Maybe. Because we know Newsday is #1 here. But you know, you never know. Maybe somebody's reading a Guardian and they could go to page B1. And please tell me this is for real. Morning.
Morning, Poisty.
Good morning.
You know them this government mad and headless. That you always sleeping and he said he was sleeping when he said it. And the fellow who drive down the van in the street, he's suffering with lupus. So he tried to commit suicide. Because he dying shortly.
Oh gosh. All right there.
Somebody comments that are coming across the social I really cannot repeat right now.
Pertaining to the drones?
Him and the drones. Someone said the most dotish article ever, the ones that I can't read, I will. Someone said he has sealed the dinosaur deal. I have no idea. Someone wants to know what madness is this.
Now maybe seeing this in the spur of the moment on such short notice has caught me off guard, and I'm being a little presumptive. Maybe?
Yes.
So I'll think about how this makes sense and if it makes sense. Because I'm yet to read the article. I'm just going by the headline. Because I don't have the Guardian yet. Where is Alex? Is Alex on snail patrol?
Someone asks, will this also mean that now that we have to get air traffic control at schools?
Could we take another call? Put up the headline.
Can you just imagine?
I can't believe it.
Walking into school and seeing someone in an orange or the orange vest with the reflectors, and they have the two orange cones in their hand. Come back to me. Anytime today.
Come back to voice quick. Or go to a split. Yeah, go ahead.
And and you have your two orange cones. And from the time you come in, boop, boop, and you like pause your drones here, left side, keep your drones moving, There's a landing bay over this way.
This cannot be for real. This cannot be for real. Morning. This cannot be for real. I think there's a joke. I think this is a joke.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello. That's an article from the Rundown.
Is that a joke then? Hello? Is that a joke?
That's a Kicks article from the Rundown.
So it's a joke?
That's a Kicks article from the Rundown.
Amen, Father. Amen. Amen.
From the Rundown, read the papers, good man.
Oh God, we do have the papers. Somebody sent it to us. That's why we sent for the papers.
Yeah, cut off headline. That's a Rundown article.
Well, all right. Well, we know now. That's why we asked to open the phone line so anybody could call and tell us if it's for real. Yeah, man.
So it's a Rundown article?
It's an article that the Rundown put out there. So apparently the Rundown puts out maybe these satirical articles.
Oh.
And this is one. All right, all the quarters, please. No, because somebody sent me that, they said, boy, this thing in the Guardian on page B1. I said, no, that cannot be for real. Nobody's that dumb.
So what is the rest of the article about? What is written there?
No, I had to read that, but I don't know this boy like, I don't know.
Because even so, that is the funniest thing like ever.
Listen, we sent one of the staff out.
I think he stopped for coffee as well.
Either this headline has sold out all the Guardians, or nobody is selling the Guardian. I don't know. It's either one of the two. This can't be. I watch anything and I said, nah. That cannot be for real.
I know gonna say though, if they move April 1st to March, yes?
I call it. I call. I say, yo, that is a meme or that is a real article. I say, boy, it's in the Guardian on page B1. And I can't see enough of the article because the writing so small. You can magnify it. Let me see if I can read it from there. I said it had to be a joke. Thanks to the caller, man.
Thank you very much.
We know that somebody reads the Guardian. At least one person.
Not only that, you just save face too. The man just saved Garcia's face.
Come, let me see what the Guardian says. Let me see what the rundown
He's pulling a B1.
It's the Rundown Weekly. All right. So it is the Rundown Weekly part of the Guardian. And apparently, okay, the Rundown Press is a newspaper arm of the Rundown television show on CNC3. It has made a fake but a not real news organization. Right, so it is a not real article. So anybody who sees this article and sees this headline, Garcia drones to carry school books, it is a joke. It is not for real. Okay? So if you see it, do not post it to social media and try to sell this as real news because it is not. Good. So now that we know, primary school students nationwide, and they write a whole article, you know.
But that's why I said.
They catch me, you know.
That is funny, though.
And they put, look at the bottom here, the Rundown Press will continue to follow the ministry's initiative as the deal drone deal progresses. But it's spelled as with an extra S.
Okay, well, that is funny as hell.
Take this second-hand newspaper.
I check out for everybody after that.
Could somebody take that second-hand newspaper away? Right, nice. Whew. Amen, Father, that is not for real. Because, Lord, I tell you,
I would have been weak.
I would have go pick up Anthony Garcia at the Ministry of Education, and seriously, carry him to church for somebody to bless him. Because nobody, if a committee you form could sell you that idea, something wrong. Anyway, before we go, one of our staff members here, her phone was stolen.
Oh my.
Okay? Her Samsung 8
Plus.
Is that 8 Plus?
S8 Plus.
Is that S8 Plus?
That's right.
Deyanna, come. Come, Deyanna.
Wait. Is she camera ready?
Yeah. She's camera ready. Come. She's always camera ready. Come on. Come, Deyanna. Come. Deyanna works audio here. Come in the middle.
We could tell she works audio.
Come in the middle. Nice. Brilliant. Well, voice is going to do the mic thing. So she lost her S8 Plus. Where did you lose your
by the way,
S8
welcome to Synergy Breaking Dawn.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Where did you lose your S8 Plus?
Going up in a car to St. James.
A car to St. James. You know the make of the car, the color of the car?
Gold.
A gold car.
A B14.
A gold B14. A gold B14. Did you get the license plate number?
Nope.
Okay, gold B14. And what type of phone is it?
S8 Plus.
An S8 Plus. Okay. Did you try calling the phone?
Yes, I did. It was
and what
switched
happened?
off.
The person switched it off. Now, what happens with an S8 Plus when you switch it off?
It is locked.
It is locked. No, that's what I'm getting to. So, therefore, the person cannot
get into it without my password.
Right. They could switch on the phone, but they cannot access anything.
No.
Okay, brilliant. Without her password. If you are a thief and you have stolen this young lady's S8 Plus phone, I am going to call the number today throughout the course of the day. The person will be able to answer. You don't know? If they switch on the phone but they can't access anything, will they be able to, if the phone rings, will they be able to answer it?
Yeah, they should be, yeah.
I'm going to call the phone.
Did you put the phone to wipe? No? Okay.
Did you get back your SIM card? Did you cut the SIM? You didn't cut the SIM? Okay.
It will ring. Yeah.
It will ring. Nice. So we're going to call that number today. Unless they've tossed the SIM and tried to replace it with a different SIM. In which case, what would happen?
Track it with IME number. The
Oh.
IMEI number.
Okay, because listen to me, that person out there that has this young lady's S8 Plus. There's a young lady She worked hard for her money. She bought herself a S8 Plus, and she wants it back. Now, tell Trinidad and Tobago what happened when you went to the Woodbrook police station. Tell them.
He say, he asked me if I want back my SIM card instead of my phone.
Right. Now, I personally would have asked the officer at that time, do you have my phone? Did you find it in the Gold B14 that I was traveling in? Why are you offering me back my SIM card or why are you giving me an option? Good. Did you get to make a report?
No.
Why didn't you get to make the report?
He said I have to go to the St. James police station.
He said you had to go to the St. James police station.
Yes.
From Woodbrook. What was the difference? He didn't say? He just said you had to go to St. James.
Yeah.
Did you go to the St. James police station?
I did.
And what happened?
He said he can't do nothing about that.
The officer there said he can't do anything about it.
Did he take the report?
No.
They did not take the report. Put up the TTPS report for me.
He just make a call to the phone and then send me to B-Mobile to track it.
Okay.
But
Now,
B-Mobile can't track phones.
take down all that. Take down all that. Take down all the excess. This is the TTPS. Right? I went and I get it specifically for you, for your benefit, right? Because I find it utterly ridiculous that I had to sit on national television this morning and remind the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service of this. Any member of the public may make a report or statement at any station or to any officer anywhere.
Anywhere.
All officers are mandated to...
Mandated, eh?
1. Record at least the arrival of the person at the station or interaction. 2. Take the person's report or statement. And 3. Ensure that the matter is addressed or forwarded for attention to the relevant station. Members of the public are not to be turned away or sent to another station. Standing order number 139. Good? By the Commissioner of Police. So everything that they put you through, you could come back to us. Everything that the police officer, when you went to Woodbrook police station and he tell you you had to go to St. James police station, he was wrong. In him not taking the report, he was wrong. And when you went to St. James police station and they tell you they can't do nothing and they still didn't take the report, they're wrong. Regardless if you can't do anything or if you could do something, you have to take the report. Talk done. That's it right there. I went and I get that just for her, you know. So what are you going to do now? What's the plan?
Go back to the police station and get a report.
Go back to the police station and get a report and let them know exactly what I just showed you there. Let them know that you know your rights and you enter because you have to make the report because you have to go to
TSTT in order to even do anything.
To do anything.
To do anything.
Must have a police
She
report
must
that
have
your
a
phone was
police report.
stolen in order for TSTT or B-Mobile or whoever it is to engage in some sort of action. Alright? So you could go back and work audio.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here, Breaking Dawn morning program.
Thanks for being on Breaking Dawn. Thanks for coming. And that'll be $5.99 for the advice.
Yeah.
$5.99. Alright?
What am I cutting now?
You're getting 99 cents. Alright, so.
That's the last microphone I hold for somebody.
Here's my brethren, you know. Here's my brethren. I must give 99 cents.
You want to get into that? You have 1 minute.
You got 99 cents, but $1 in one. Hey, yeah. Without the extra. Anyhow, do it.
No wonder it's a talk show.
Yeah,
not an artist.
So people are saying this continuing issue with TTPS needs to be addressed and officers disciplined.
Yeah.
Someone found the phone, drop it in the station, but that officer saw it fit to keep the phone. People need to know their rights and exercise it. Yes, if you have a report to make people and you go to the station, you could go to any police station and make a report. It is the duty of the officer at that station to forward that report to the relevant station.
You understand?
You dig it?
Know your rights.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Know your rights.
Right? So now you know. And, you know, young lady, you're going to do the right thing, you know.
That's
you
correct.
go to do the right thing, you go to the police. Officer want to make a report. You go back the SIM card or the cell phone. And the next one, well, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm going to try and call the phone.
No.
Come on, man. All that better than that, man.
For real,
How
for
else
real,
will you
for
expect the public to get back confidence
Confidence in you all. When you'll do things like that.
Do the right thing. Take time out of your day to take the report. Sometimes.
You saying take time out of the day. Forget take time out of the day. This is your job.
Well, it's your job. Do your job.
Do your job.
I agree with you. It's your job.
It's your job. Do your job.
Right? Somebody's saying, Mindy Holder, Phillip is saying, I live in the USA, and that policy is the same here.
Do your job.
Yep.
So where you were? You was having a donut and you was too busy?
That's what I'm telling you. Sometimes it's just the comfort of getting the report because you don't know what she has to do. She has to get a report to go to B-Mobile or whoever to let them know that the phone was stolen, so they need to cut the phone. You understand? Or they need to do, or whatever the process is now, whatever action they have to, you know? But I think I know somebody who might be able to help you out, Deyanna. I'll let you know. So I'll tell you what, until tomorrow, somebody says the citizens need to know about Maxi Coffee. And with that, we are going.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, because everybody needs to know about Maxi Coffee. We haven't got an update.
I think Maxi Coffee and all wants to know about Maxi Coffee.
So people, don't be too quick to believe. Don't be too quick to believe everything you hear, since lies travel faster than the truth. And that fake article, remember that plenty fake news out there, and that's some is just satirical news. So make sure and be aware of what you're reading. So even if you pick up a Guardian this morning, go to page B1. It is not a real article. The Minister of Education did not come up, and his committee did not come up with that plan. Okay? But it was quite hilarious. I could not believe it.
Have yourselves a great morning once again, Trinidad and Tobago, and be safe no matter what. Pistachio, good morning going out to you. And always remember to aim for the moon, because if you shouldn't miss, you're still going to be amongst the stars. Have a great day.